Hello, hello, Brachiosaurus here with another episode of Terra Invicta. Welcome back. We are playing as Project Exodus in the 2026 scenario, almost 3 years into the game now. We have control of the United States, of I think Jamaica down here, and we're starting to move into China just a little bit. Maybe we could go ahead and take one more point soon. How much are they? 45 each. Maybe not. We are researching a couple of techs to give us more management capacity so that we can control more points. So maybe after these are in and we get the plus 50, we can start. Well, definitely we can start then. But yeah. Let's have a look at our personnel. I just want to see all of them in summary. None of them have enough XP to do anything. Her loyalty is very low, but she's being boosted up by this guy.
Where do you need
if
me?
we look at him, yeah.
I'll
so
ensure
we'll
their
boost
loyalty.
that.
What's the arm?
And I think we'll have him give up on investigating other people and maybe come investigate our own people a little bit.
Ready for my mission.
She is tracking somebody down here. I think this might have been an alien.
Ready for my mission.
He is on admin. Everything looks decent. I do want to change my priorities in the US here because we are doing... Actually, let's leave it until the end of the year and then we'll switch over to MC. But we do have inequality in a much better
counsel.
spot now, so I think we can switch away from welfare pretty soon. Her loyalty is 2.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Why
Mission in
is
progress.
she so
Cleaning things up.
disloyal? She already looks like she has a 5, which is strange. Does she have any traits that are making her not like people? I don't think so.
I believe
Well, she
they'll
was
stay
just
loyal
in
to the cause.
an event, so...
We appreciate that you see the threat the aliens pose, but we don't think leaving Earth is
What
the
do you
answer.
want, resistance? You want to trade a mediocre org for a project and a better org. It's a strange trade, and you don't have any projects that are interesting. I will give you $2 for... Oh, we get intel sharing and improved relations. Okay. Yeah, sure. And the Academy terminates their intel sharing agreement with us. Can I only have one?
Person of interest,
That's
surveilled.
interesting. We have pinpointed her loyalty at 1. So
We'll
it
be
wasn't
ready for
2,
new orders
it was 1. Okay.
I will
It's not
report
great.
when my mission is complete.
And we are investigating a diplomat from the Protectorate. With loyalty of 25, he sounds like he's one of those Pollyanna types. He's probably not actually having 25. Yeah, there you go, he is Pollyanna. So apparent loyalty is 25, but actual loyalty will not be that. Getting our space stations online.
Technically, he is more of a supervillain, but he's still my favorite. He's a survivor. He's uncompromising, and he does whatever he must to achieve what he believes in. Cool helmet, too. Colonel Hans Castillo, text message to his nephew.
Colonel Hans, big fan of Magneto, getting the magnetic force manipulation tech done. So we've contributed the most there. We can get cobalt radiators in the near future. And then what do we want to grab tech-wise? Maybe railguns, maybe railguns, or maybe better lasers, or maybe something like that. This next one leads to solar streamers, which would help in getting our asteroid bases online. So I think we'll do that. Humanity first, trying to kick us out of Mexico. I'm not really investing there, so... Mexico making an alliance with India. That's a
At your
strange one.
service.
So you are gonna boost her up
I'll
with
speak with them.
inspiration,
Reporting in.
and then you are going to investigate our
We'll see what
celebrity.
they are up to.
And you've got enough points for a boost. So we will augment your admin. We are seeing a 1.8k admin org there. That's pretty cool. In the meantime, we'll just put on a cheap science org to make use of that extra point. Nobody else has anything to spend there, so we'll continue. Cobalt Dust Radiator will
support.
mark as a favorite so that we can maybe get it in the future. Media Cook increased by 2.
I think we had a breakthrough.
So she's maybe up to
We've got some
3.
intel in our target.
Oh, okay, he's 15.
Cleaning things up.
Good to
Prepping
know.
for next mission.
15, there we go. We'll just leave them to inspire each other for a little while. Global warming reaches 1.5 degrees Celsius, new warming threshold. Human-induced warming has now reached approximately 1.5 Celsius above pre-industrial levels. It is now expected that heat waves will continue to get worse, exposing 14% of the world's population to extreme heat at least once every 5 years. Extreme storms and flooding are also more likely. Coral reefs around the world are projected to decline by 70, 90 to 90%. Alas, we can do nothing. Or we can pay some money for a significant public opinion boost, or we can say that we're leaving and get a public opinion boost for free. Or, oh, the aliens can deny everything. Well, we're leaving anyways, so...
We found nothing
so
of note.
long, Earth. Failed to learn anything about this counselor. A new outpost mining complex at Nikolaev. So Nikolaev
Sounds
is
like
online.
you want to use a space
Liu
heater to push a
Booming is
spaceship.
online.
That can't be terribly strong. So I hope it's bloody cheap. Chairman Soren van Dijk. Comments to Cape Chemicals technology team.
Here's our electrothermal tech, trying to get solar streamers as a project. What else can we get? Does this unlock anything? Hybrid air-breathing rockets, cruise missiles, leads to shipbuilding, integrated economy, and exofighters. Exofighters always seems like a bit of a trap. I don't really believe in them. Militarization of space for space navies and UV combat lasers. That might be good. Fission pulse drives and high energy electromagnetic propulsion. Okay. Arrival law leads to security. I feel like arrival security is just useful in general. Superconductors leads to a lot of good stuff too. What are we researching to begin with? We have 1 energy. So let's not double down on energy. Let's go for materials. The Ampleton drive, we're not interested. We're not interested in most of those drives. Oh, we do have 2 more MC. So let's launch a platform. We'll try and fill out the orbits. I think each orbit can hold like 8. Yeah, 8 stations over here. So we want to try and reserve all 8 slots for ourselves, basically. What do we have? Life signs. Did we have energy? Space, Xeno, info, and material. We do not have energy, so we'll make this one an energy science base with 1, 2 energy labs and 2 solar collectors. The energy lab. And we'll let that one go. Let her rip. Humanity First, still going after our stuff. They should try increasing their opinions, maybe. Since they have none. Burneye is badly divided, they say. Well, we're working on it a little bit. Are we? We should do one unity too. Since we have all the points, that'll get
At
us
your service.
more stuff. Let's investigate Mr. Unknown.
Investigating
in Mexico.
target.
And we've got a little bit of money. Of course, our orgs have shuffled and our 1.2k1 is gone. So I guess we won't do that. We'll just look at our XP, nothing to spend. Our defense on the US
Acknowledged.
has fallen off. So let's defend
Securing
the
our
US.
controls.
Ready
And
to
he's
go.
known to everybody, so let's send
Initiating
him
deep
into
cover.
hiding. That'll be nice. Let's send him into
Hunkering
hiding
down.
too.
Ready for orders.
Going off the grid. Going into hiding.
Continue.
Making things safe for our people.
Continue. ECM. We like ECMs.
I have new information.
A Humanity First Kingpin.
We'll be
Let's
ready
have a
for new
look
orders
at
soon.
This guy, 10 loyalty, 5 admin. Doesn't
Tracking
have
failed.
much. I'd like to get info on those guys. Maybe I could turn them eventually, someday. Material science is done as an orbital core. Military escalation. Military advances in Afghanistan have increased tensions with the United States of America. The US may mount a series of airstrikes against the forces of Afghanistan, degrading their miltech level. Well, who knows? Who's in control of Afghanistan? Is it nobody? It's nobody leaning towards the initiative. Like, do we care? They have a terrible military. Afghanistan gains 1 cohesion. They're already at max cohesion, so I mean, I guess we might as well. Interesting to see that the Eurasian Union has grown its economy. They're investing pretty heavily into economy and building the country up there. Only moderate income inequality and pretty good cohesion. So 5 armies too. How much MC do they have? 7? Yeah, only 7 MC, so we're killing them on MC over here, but not much else. Well, I mean, we're killing them on economy too. US is worth much more, 20 per and 35 per. So yeah, but it is kind of neat to see them growing up a little bit. So it's now January. I think we can end our welfare spend. And we'll try something like 1 unity, 1 knowledge, and 3 MC. We'll do something like that. Get our knowledge going up. We want that pretty high. We want that above 10 so that we get more benefit into other priorities. Because we would like to eventually improve the democracy score here. And there are techs to improve your military investment, which I do not have yet. Techs and projects.
Acknowledged.
So we'll get those sometime eventually. Let's get our scientist
I will help them.
in here.
At your
Let's
service.
do we have the money for this org? We do. And we've got a few org slots. So we could put it on her. Do we have anyone we really want? The Delta Force. Pretty good org. Maybe we want the Delta Force on one of our government people. Why can't she take him on? I guess we'll put him on here. Oh, the UN Office for Space Affairs. Also decent. Just a lot of good improvements there. And a +2 perception org over there. Maybe I should have put the org on this guy, my perception guy, because that +2 would max him out. But I have no money to move it around. So we'll just go for these guys for now, I guess. Why can't I get the Delta Force on him? Insufficient admin. Hang on. Let's
Ready
get
for my
him
mission.
with a new admin.
Your
point.
orders.
Let's take one of his off. So we'll take off this lab. Ooh, we can get CERN too. Maybe we'll just grab CERN instead for the energy research. We are gonna need a lot of energy research. Yeah, sure. We should try and put CERN on this guy, but I don't know if it's really possible. These guys are worth 17 research per point, so that's kinda sort of better. And then we'd need to take off a 2-pointer. It doesn't really improve anything. 24 plus 17 is 41, so about the same. Slightly more research between these two orgs. Or 30 and 17 for 47, 26, 24. Yeah, I'm just not going to worry about it. Maybe we get rid of these guys. Yeah, sure. Let's take the money org off. Let's take CERN off here. Let's assign the money org. And then go back around and assign CERN. That's overcap on science, but that's okay. It's overcap by like 1. So we could take 1 off if we really wanted, but I'm not losing much sleep over it. So yeah. Getting our research up on this guy. He's now worth 241 research. Pretty nice.
Standing by for orders.
Let's get these two back to boosting.
I'll make sure
each
they're
other
on
up.
our side.
What's the I'll ensure their
I just want
loyalty.
you two to boost the loyalty out of each other all the way up. Nerid. Where is Nerid? One of these far out there objects. Is it a moon of Neptune? Extreme Neptune orbit. Naid Nerid it is. Triton as well.
Offering assistance.
Permanent assignment for
I think we had a breakthrough.
advising, for inspiration,
I don't think I changed their mind.
and for her. Hang on, I want to update my stuff. 99942 Apophis Passage. The near-Earth asteroid 99942 Apophis is passing very close to Earth. First discovered in 2004, the asteroid caused a stir when astronomers initially believed that it could potentially impact the Earth this very year. Thankfully, later observations and calculations dispelled this possibility. At 450 by 170 meters, the asteroid is too small for a permanent settlement, but its proximity to Earth still presents some opportunities for our spacefaring efforts. The astronomers will have something interesting to watch for science. Plan and launch a probe mission to retrieve samples. Pay 50 for 500 science. We can afford 50. We're past the stage where our boost is really key. Plan and launch a mining expedition to gain resources. Pay 50 and gain 50, 15, and 5. That's 50 here, 15 here, and 5 here. So, I don't know, 15 is 7 months, not much. 5 is 10 months. I'm not that impressed by it. Let's go for the science. It finishes corridor diplomacy and transnational guys. What should we get next? We could finish photonic computing. That's probably good. What are some other big ones that we could get? Patrol vessels we'll need eventually. Stakeholder subversion for direct investments, not really important. Targeting computers, not really important. Let's finish civilian photon computing. And I guess nobody else is going for this one, so let's boost it up. And let's go... Oh, we need to research pherocytes. So let's get that started. That'll advance the story. So that looks decent. Good bonus on the pherocyte research.
We've found nothing of note.
Nothing unusual found.
Maybe I should inspire up those two. I feel like they're kind of questionable. Sri Lanka has launched a space program. Started a space program, I should say. Did I forget to turn that off? I mean, I don't need funding. We don't need boost from you, Sri Lanka. Just do that, I guess. We're not getting anything from Sri Lanka, are we? We're just trying to build their knowledge and their economy. Energy lab is filling out. That's good. Farms. That's a good project. Let's research farms. More alien developments. Not a whole lot we can do about that. Mexico and the EU have formed an alliance.
Reporting in.
We're not surprised by it, But we are maybe a little bit sad. How high can we get this? Up to 50%? Sure,
Bringing
let's
them
do
on
that.
board.
And
Your
then
orders?
let's spread our inspiration around
I
to
speak
just
with
make
them.
sure that we turn anybody who's against us back to our cause. 1.9k org is out there. That's nice. The fifth column. That's kind of funny. The media. Or no, the media is the fifth estate. My bad. Do we have anything? Is there still that persuasion org? It's gone now, isn't it? Yeah, it's just these guys. At 107, we can't buy them, so... and they're only a +1. But they would be kind of interesting to put on our chief persuader.
Lending my expertise.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
+1 loyalty on Mr. Fidel.
Surveillance complete.
Here we go. Darren Badare with a loyalty of 14.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
So
Tracking
that's
field.
pretty high. He might be hard to turn to our cause, and he's only got 10 admin. I'm not sure if we should bother continuing to track him. We'll have to see how this
The word
goes
atom stems from the ancient Greek atomos,
in China.
which means uncuttable. And yet here we are, creating energy by splitting the atom, cutting the uncuttable. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar. Speech to the Space Society Conference.
So, gas core fission systems, a higher level reactor done by Humanity First, and they are researching terrestrial military science, which is very on brand for Humanity First.
Our supporters are in place.
There you go, we got another Chinese CP, putting us slightly over again. So we'll just continue, and we'll just do the same thing. Try and get this high inequality more under control, and make sure that these armies are all in their home regions. Guangzhou, Guangzhou, good. Where are the xenoforms? Are there xenoforms? Can we just hunt xenoforms with everybody? I don't think we'll do that quite yet. Malaysia is undefended. We always want to
Protecting
defend
our
our
interests.
little
Ready.
boost house, even if we don't really need the boost anymore. I guess we should get rid of that. I think we're collecting plenty of boost here, and go for knowledge and a little welfare, something like that. 35,000 GDP per capita in Malaysia is not bad, nothing to sneeze at. We could always just continue boosting it up. Let's do something like this, try and slowly get welfare under control, and then, yeah. This guy is already being tracked again, isn't
Going
he?
silent.
Actually, can we turn Buddy? He's at 13. We can get it up to a 69%, which basically means a no. We are right on the line for being able to hire the fifth column. So we would have to pay to pull off Obsidian Investments or the Lynx Financial Group. We would have to remove Canis Brands. What's he at? He's at 18. I think we do it, because we can just get him set up for life, basically. So if we unassign those two, and we go over here, and we assign them, it costs all of our money and all of our influence, too. So we can't afford to buy the org that we wanted, once again. Kind of sad. But we could get a +1 espionage org. I kind of like them. They've got 2 ops income. So if we put them on her, our espionage expert, Augustus Rocketry, we can pull off. We can put them on. And then we can go back to him. And we don't have the money to equip Augustus Rocketry. Terribly sad. Terribly, terribly sad. So he's going to ground.
Where do
We'll
you
just
need me?
continue on.
Offering support.
We'll just continue laying low in Wuhan.
Securing our interests.
Defending Malaysia. Our farms are complete. They do cost 40 per month, so they are the big farm. Solar array. Because we do have solar streamers. There we go. And here we go. A probe arriving at Comet Enki. I'm not that impressed with it.
Choose a card, now blow on it. Perfect. Then tap my hand 3 times. Wonderful. And just like that, the card floats away. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, home video of his daughter's 3rd birthday.
Kiran doing some magic tricks in his daughter's 3rd birthday. Kind of nice of him. He is still a despicable traitor. Advanced superconductors done by us, so we can get something else. I think we go... Do we go high temperature superconductors? Do we go towards fusion? We could start the fusion research. I don't think we need to get on fusion quite yet. Let's go for law and security. We'll pump
Nothing
that up.
unusual found.
Tracking failed.
We'll do something like this. This rock 44 NISA is kind of forgettable. Not all that NISA. We've got 2 MC. This one is not nice at all. Very little resources there. So we will found another platform. And we'll have a look at what we have. Life, space, xenos, info, material, and energy. I didn't see climate in that list. We did see energy, info, life, materials, military we didn't see. Social science we didn't see, and space. No, we did have space. We didn't have social science. Yeah, social science and military. So where's Gagarin's science station? We will make this a social science lab? Yeah, sure, we can put 3 of these on. And what's the bonus from social science? 3% in government. Okay.
Wrapping up here.
The cat is in the box. The cat is alive. The cat is dead. The cat is not in the box. All cats ever born are in the box. The box does not exist. The box is a cat. You are the cat. Superior Judith Howell. The truth. Delisted social media video.
Judith losing her mind on some banned drugs. Talking about cats in the boxes. The following technologies can be researched: AI, directed space research, molecular assemblers, and quantum encryption. So quantum encryption getting automatically picked up. Pretty good. We'll look after, we'll get into research campuses. Sounds useful. Where's 94 Aurora? It's a little rock in the asteroid belt. I'm not too happy about that. I wish that they would not build near us. They've kind of already got Ceres here, split with them and the servants. We hate to see it. And then what's this? Are they over here? Yeah. 15 Ageria. Not a big fan of them developing. Apparently we can pick up ISIS surveillance. Who are they? We can pick up Brookhaven Labs. We can pick up Leo Interactive. Well, we can't because we don't have the money. ISIS surveillance. Whoa, that's a lot of stats. +2, +3. I feel like we should pick up ISIS surveillance. Would look great on her, my espionage slash backup investigator. She can pick up an illegal organization too for another +1 espionage. Or we can get 3 gears over there. I don't know, do we drop a money org? I still need more money, so I feel like no. Weren't we gonna put a big org on her? What happened to that? We put a big org on this guy. Okay, well, we'll just wait on that one for now, and we'll put the 5th column on this gentleman, like we always planned. We've got no capacity on her to add ISIS surveillance. But if we dropped 2 of these little baby surveillance orgs, then we could add them. And they're worth 3 espionage plus some other stuff, so I feel like that's kind of good. So let's drop them, and let's drop, oh, they're only worth 2. Maybe we should have just dropped them. Let's do that, and then, whoa, can we not, oh, we don't have the money. Well, that was foolish. But at least we'll put something on her. Acadia Info Group, some good surveillance orgs. All just a little out of my price range right now. Let's put 1 funding on America. Get some money out of them. And with a little investment in Unity, their public opinion of me is shooting way, way up. Love to see that. That's going to boost their cohesion up. Calculated value 5. Nice.
Where to?
Can we turn this guy? Only with a 50%. So let's
I'll ensure their loyalty.
just boost
Ready to
everybody's
go.
loyalty.
Ready to go.
We'll go for him.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
Our threat dropped by 1, so that's good to see. I'm not going to defend China because it's so big, it's hard for anybody to move in and take over. We did get solar arrays, that's good. I think we'll get skunk work next. There was something else that came in that was kind of important. I thought there was at least. I do not remember. Yep, we'll just get the Skunkworks. Skunkworks is going to let us get this 3rd slot when it becomes available. And then this guy can now be upgraded. So we'll do that. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. I guess I have no money to support my stations anymore, which is sad. And we need point defenses, so we'll put 1 point defense on and a 2nd point defense on, and yeah, we'll just let that roll.
Offering assistance.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Actually, I feel like we can. What is it? Material? Tier. Continue. I feel like we can put materials labs on it everywhere. How many material labs is this? 2. Installed modules. 5. That's all we really need, because that's what's going to upgrade into our 5 big labs. Vapor core fission reactors. That'll be a big one. And gas core fission reactors. I don't know if eventually we need gas core fission for anything. Some of our backers on Earth are very interested in touring the facilities aboard Canai Station, our big outpost that we're just upgrading now. It is a huge construction site in space, which is maybe a really interesting time for a tour and maybe a really terrible time for us to be giving one. While the crew are already groaning about interruptions to their work and security chiefs fret about the potential risks of letting outsiders on board, others recognize the opportunity to justify our backers' faith in us and, through them, influence developments on Earth in our favor. We will, of course, have to pay for all their travel expenses. We can give them a remote tour. We can pay $2,500, $2,500, or $2,500 for some stuff. We don't have $2,500, so they'll have to
We
deal.
found nothing of note.
Go with a remote tour. I'm just gonna give up
Tracking
on that
failed.
guy.
Wrapping up here.
We're gonna go for another attempt on him, because he seems like he's not very loyal. Probe arrives on 19 Fortuna. They've got a decent 100 and over 100, so we'll keep that one noted as green. Maybe we'll take it later. Probe arriving on 11 Parthenope. A lot of nobles there, so we'll make a note of that. Russia declares war on Ireland. What do you do in Russia? What are you doing, Russia? Is Ireland not allied with the US? I guess not. Rivals with the EU. Yikes. The Resistance is poised to overtake us in quantum encryption, which we just started.
Now, as
So we'll
then,
put it up to 3.
territorial disputes boil down to one group of people gazing upon a new land and calculating who would need to die so they could own it. Thousands of years of purported civilization have done so little to curtail our most basic reptilian impulses. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, speech at the United Nations.
Yeah, fair. I mean, whatever, Kieran. You're still a traitor. The servants finished off terrestrial military science, took it over, and went for space research, which is great for me and my orbitals that I'm bringing online. Speaking of, we are at another 2, so we will take another low Earth orbit. Can we? There we go. We've identified some orgs of interest. Another protection services. Capricorn risk management. Another multi-purpose, multi-angle defense and security group. Minotaur services. A lot of stats coming in from these orgs. Can't afford too many of them. Tulipa Aviation, look at that. A lot of boosts. 9% military, 9% armies, navies, space programs, 5% boost, and 4% military science. That's a good org. Can't afford them, but a lot of good little orgs. We can afford some of these guys. We kind of want something like Capricorn or Leo. We wanted Isis, didn't we? So we'll hold out for them. Do we have XP on anyone? We do. Let's augment him with maximum persuasion. I don't think there's a persuasion implant. Speaking of, I should be getting implants on these guys. And who was the other one? Her. Her admin is all maxed out. So we will augment her. She's our commander, isn't she? Our kind of goofy commander. Do we have anybody who could replace her? Maybe a rebel. 46, connected, streetwise. Yeah, I'm not too desperate to move on.
Standing by for orders. I'll ensure their loyalty.
Let's get the
Ready to go.
persuasion train
I'll speak with them.
started again.
Ready.
And then let's go investigate some new people. Who's this in New Delhi? Probably someone with the servants, right?
Tracking target.
Probably someone well
Ready for
and
my
totally brainwashed. Let's investigate him with a little bit more
Tracking target.
gusto, a little bit more ops.
I will help them.
She's up by 2.
I believe they'll
That's
stay
good.
loyal to the cause.
He's up by 2. That's good.
Person of interest surveilled.
There you go. Repeat that.
Nothing unusual found.
We can put a little ops on her missions too. Although we might be wrapping it up here pretty soon. They are arriving at Earth in a few days. Another asteroid. Decent results here. We'll reserve it as green. Keep it in mind. 200 red volatiles. I don't know if the low water is worth it. We'll put it green just to remember it. And then let's look at building some military labs here. They are 5 each. So we will need 1 solar collector. I like to put them on the bottom. And 3 of these. This will be mill side. And then if we want, we can do climate labs for 1 last slot. I don't think we're ever going to use the environment priority because we're just trying to get off Earth and get out of here. Probe arrives at 13 Agaria. Nice spread of everything. Currently occupied by the aliens. We'll make note of that. Might be nice to have someday. Although it's awfully hard to take stuff over from the aliens.
Acknowledged.
So you research him with... Sure, we'll do 4 ops.
Surveilling target. At your service.
We have identified new orgs. Nothing's jumping out at me from these new guys down here. Let's go back over to her. Can we get our ISIS yet? Yes, we can. Most of our money, but we'll do it. Boosts her up to 11 and 19. And then we'll get her and we'll boost up our investigator. She looks like she's pretty loyal, but it doesn't hurt to put another one in.
Offering counsel.
We're about to finish pherocytes there, so that's pretty good. We'll just put her on permanent.
It couldn't get through to them.
Our probes have arrived at 2 Palace. Some decent spots there, and it's a big double. Set alarms for these fleets, and here we go. Pherocyte project complete. Where a pheromone is a chemical that can influence the recipient's behavior, our investigation of this so-called pherocyte reveals that it is an actual living cell. The distinction is that a pheromone's effect wears off relatively quickly, whereas pherocytes are capable of reproducing in the recipient's body, thereby extending the effect significantly longer. When cross-referencing fMRI scans with electroencephalographic I don't know with this data, we find that an awake subject's brain exhibits an abnormally high level of theta waves. These are normally only present during REM sleep or deep hypnosis, and when as copious as seen in a pherocyte-affected subject, will make them unusually suggestible. So these pherocytes are making people REM sleep or deep hypnotized like. Updates our codex with... Increases our defense against alien pherocytes and updates our codex with info.
We can only wonder at what environmental circumstances led to this evolutionary adaptation, Director.
The alien pherocytes are a fascinating evolutionary phenomenon totally unlike anything that has developed on Earth. They are cells that not only contain a vast amount of chemical information, but also function as adaptive factories capable of producing advanced biological compounds. When introduced into the system of a non-Hydra, they make their way to the supramarginal gyrus within the parietal lobe, and then take up residence in the myelin sheath, where they regulate impulse conductivity. A lot of stuff that I don't fully understand about the brain and how it works there. From there, they exercise a strong and immediate influence over the subject's empathy, attachments, and drives. This influence persists until the pherocytes die off, which can take days if not weeks. While this is not mind control, as popular fiction would understand it, the effect is similar. Although this breakthrough is of course good news, it is nevertheless worrying. The alien ability to exercise control is far more advanced than we had suspected. Preventing pherocyte exposure is relatively straightforward. Basic filtration systems will suffice, but without extensive research we have no means of countering the pherocytes except time. Now that we properly understand the methods by which the aliens control their human subjects, we should be able to build a basic containment facility to house a live alien. Should such an opportunity arise, research Hydra containment when it becomes available. So our next objective is going to be to capture one of the bastards.
We appreciate that you see the threat the aliens
And
pose,
the
but we
resistance
don't
is
think leaving Earth is the
reaching out.
answer.
They want... I don't know. I'll give you $1. There. Give you $1 to leave me alone. Urban warfare doctrine. That's a good doctrine.
Tracking failed.
Let's repeat.
We found nothing of note.
Let's repeat. And material science. These are our material labs coming online, still waiting on the solar arrays. Sunday sermons. Evangelical leaders in the American South are calling on their flocks to support the ideology of Project Exodus. Polling indicates their followers are responding favorably, as we expect. Opinion increases in the southern United States. And reports of returned abductees in Sao Paulo. Take me there. Looks like we've got another alien operating. And an alien has crashed in Kyiv. Guerrilla warfare. And strange behavior in Moscow. So, alien behavior down here in the south. In Kyiv. Let's get these radars. And we've got skunk works. I just want something else. I don't care too much. Let's get infrared lasers, sure. A regular fleet is coming our way. We've lost the legislature to Humanity First. They finally took it. Good for them. But we've got a lot of moves to make here. Our military science is coming along. Confirm assignments. Okay, well, we've got a lot
Standing
to do
by.
here. Let's get you investigating this alien with 4 or 8.
Eyes on
maybe?
target.
What's
Let's
the op?
get you investigating this obvious alien. I mean, maybe not. Maybe we can't do that. Just kidding. We can't
On
do
the way
that.
to the target site.
Let's get
I'm
you
here.
investigating this site.
Where
Let's
to?
get her just surveilling in Russia,
Setting a watch.
trying to pick up a trail.
Ready for my mission.
And I think that's a good spread and a good place to stop. Is somebody influencing us here? We're down to 81. We were at 85. So yeah, somebody's influencing the US away from us, but we'll deal with that next time. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you like seeing it. Please subscribe to the channel or the playlist if you want to keep up with the series and the latest posts. And thank you very much for joining and tuning in. I will see you next time. Cheers, everyone.